Hey everybody, welcome back to Straight Talk No BS. I'm Jay. This is Tanya beside me, and let me see what would that be on their left or right? On their right, I gotta get it right
front,
this week.
really
To the front, and to the front is Nay. What's up, ladies?
Hey.
I got something to say to y'all. I appreciate y'all because I know y'all work on this day and y'all still find time to make it here to talk some bullshit for an hour. I appreciate y'all, man. Because I will tell y'all, if it was on the day that I had to work, I ain't gonna even show up, y'all. Y'all know how black folks do. I ain't even coming.
We ain't even gonna talk about it.
But I appreciate y'all. I'm sure our audience appreciate all of y'all too. Everybody in the audience, welcome to Straight Talk No Bullshit, y'all. We're gonna talk some hood shenanigans bullshit tonight. Yeah, we're gonna give y'all some of the tea that's been going on in the media and all that
shenanigans.
Hood shenanigans, okay? Y'all know about them hood shenanigans. So y'all, let's talk about what's on our mind. Okay, y'all know that Miss Wendy Williams has been all over the media, y'all. Lighting it up.
Queen of drama herself is back in the news. As if you could never get enough of her to... God. Talk about ghetto shenanigans. One love like that.
Anyway, what you say?
No. The queen of drama herself. As if you have never gotten enough of her,
Okay.
She's back again with some old stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Just when you think, have no furry, like a woman scorned.
You didn't heard enough. There she go. She coming back.
I'm sure y'all know all the story behind Wendy Williams and her husband, Kelvin Hunter, right? He had been Kevin. See, that's the thing. You know us black folks. We always changing our name. We got to give it an extra A, an extra S, or something up in there. You know what I'm saying? We always do this. I don't know if his government name is Kelvin or Kevin. Mm-hmm. We gonna call him Kelvin or Kevin. What we gonna do?
Mm-mm. His name is Kelvin, but they call him Kelvin.
It just need to get proper with it. Kelvin.
His name is shit.
Yeah, they call him Kelvin.
So anyway, y'all know he had been having an affair for about 10 plus years with his mistress. That's a massage therapist, supposedly. Well, he paid for her to become a massage therapist.
The scandalous of it all.
Okay. So anyway, and Wendy, she knew about it. She knew about it a long time ago, right? And she said, I'll agree with it and I'll go along with it. As long as you don't have a baby with this hood bitch. That's what she said.
Quote unquote, these are not straight talk words. These are Wendy's full disclaimer.
Backwood bitch. As long as you don't have no babies by her, then I'm good. I'll stick by her. But y'all, can y'all imagine sitting back watching your partner, your husband or whatever, buying this woman Ferraris and all kind of nice bags, Gucci bags and Louis Vuitton.
Could you do it?
And you seeing it all up on social media.
Could you do it?
Hell no. No. It
Wait a minute. You gotta kind of put yourself, you have to set the stage. Like if you were of a certain status,
set that stage on
wealthy status, a famous status, right? Mm-hmm. And you got certain levels to uphold. You know what I'm saying? Like you are going to risk certain things and be a part of certain scandalousness, possibly lose some sponsorship deals, and you already got a whole major network and all that. So you got some stuff to lose by certain things coming out into the open. So you got to set the stage and put yourself on this platform. Would you or could you at that point knowingly allow your partner to do what Miss Williams did? Allow your partner to be with another woman or man.
I could probably do
with
it.
Clauses.
But you better use her money. Don't use mine. You understand me? Use her money. So can she pay some of our bills? If she was bringing money to our household, not taking away. Now, what about you? Could you do it? Oh, we got a comment early up in here. Let's see what's going on. Andrea.
What'd she say?
Wasn't it with Wendy's money? Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was with her money.
What I'm talking about.
Lovely to see you at the start of the show,
yeah. Thanks for being on time, Miss Andrea.
Hallelujah. We love you, girl.
I could do it, but I couldn't do it at the extent of my own money. I could do it. If you want to go out there and scandal around and do what you do, because while the dog's away, the cat will play. But you won't be able to play with my dollar. I don't think I could go that far, even in the name of family, love, relationship, because Wendy and Kevin, whatever his name is, they had their own child. So it wasn't just Wendy that suffered from his infidelity. They had a son too.
So you're saying you could do it as long as it wasn't with your money and it was with the side chick's money. Miss Andrea, the question was posed. Could you do what Wendy Williams did with her ex-husband, meaning knowingly be allowed
being a cash cow
to be in a relationship with another person while you guys are still together? And again, keep in mind, if you were on that same platform that Miss Williams, hell no, that was quick, Andrew, that was quick. I'm just saying, y'all, I kind of got to look at it like you guys keep saying that no, you would allow it if the person was using the other person's money, right? Which would make sense.
I would. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do.
But I don't even think I could at that point, too. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not just, I get the upper, remember I just said set the stage. I don't think I could do it even knowing that I could possibly lose some stuff, because eventually it's going to break down. I'm going to break down. I'm going to crack. You get what I'm saying? I'm not,
and that's what the hell happened to her. Wendy ended up on crack.
On crack.
No. We gonna get to that, baby, because like Wendy say, you tried me, bitch, I'm a plot on your ass. That's Miss Wendy Williams. See, she had a lot of people fooled out here. They thinking that she's falling apart, but not really, baby. It was all a plot. So anyway, y'all, back to the story.
The
newest tea. So they walking around here with all Wendy's money and all of this stuff. And Wendy, you know, she's getting fed up with it. She like, fuck this. I'm not going to keep on taking care of you and your mistress. Mm-hmm. And she's flaunting all this in front of my face and putting all these old ugly, crazy hood posts up on the Instagram, you know, taking shots at Wendy or whatever. Mm-hmm. And also she's sitting back opening up all these businesses, and Wendy's money is paying for it. Y'all know this girl had a real estate business. She had a vegan business, making vegan pancakes. I don't know why she thought that was gonna sell, but anyway, I wouldn't have ate no damn. I mean, come on,
she should have stuck with the masseuse. She should have stuck with the masseuse.
Baby, she was all over the place, and Wendy's money was paying for all of it. She even was a real estate agent. She was a real estate agent.
I mean, if you're gonna do it big.
I think the biggest insult to me, outside of the baby, is the fact that he bought her a home with Wendy's money 9 miles away from where they live. That messed me up.
$765,000 worth of house.
Insult to injury in your face. So, you know, you guys are like, yeah, I'll allow you to do it as long as you're using the other person's money. Well, say for instance, he was using his money. He bought the heifer home. Your person bought the heifer home. Bought him a house with their money, his money, whoever's money, not your money. You guys both said yes, you could do this, right? Mm-hmm. But the house is right down the street. So now y'all still cool with it?
No.
Name Miss Andrea. Y'all still cool with it then at that point? Andrea was like, hell no, from the jump. She didn't give a shit.
That's all I probably said. I recant my statement because I wouldn't be okay with it, period.
No.
Point blank, period.
No.
You need to go on and move down there with her.
You got the insult in my face to move down the street so I can see your face in your car and your hood shenanigans every single day.
That way he can creep between the two. You ain't number 9
hugged up and all this old extra in front of my face every day. Paparazzi is able to snap pictures of you and mine every single day. I'll mess around there. You'll turn the same person crazy. I think I might go off and, you know, I'll run you over. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that right there is horrible. Look, Andrew, see me? I would burn that bitch up. Let me ask you, the house or her? Which one? Who would you
both?
burn?
Both of them. Yeah.
But now y'all know Wendy had her little side pieces too now.
She was hitting them young pieces though.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And y'all, this wasn't the only person that he was cheating with. He was cheating with the side chick and the side dick too.
Oh God.
Oh, did I say it? Oh Lord, I
said it, baby. You said it, and I heard it.
He sure was.
Allegedly.
He was supposed to be giving this one dude a gastric bypass with Wendy's money.
I mean, he gassed him up. He said he gonna look out for his figure.
But the side chick was like, no, you ain't finna be giving that money to nobody else.
Oh, the side chick was
monitoring the money. Chick. What's her name? y'all?
Shanika?
No.
Sharita?
Sharonda? I don't know.
She.
Whatever her name is. She wasn't having it. She said, you ain't finna give away my funds to this dude over here that you sticking. Mm-hmm.
Damn, y'all.
So he was out there.
Wait a minute. I got.
And Wendy already said that she knew that he was a serial cheater anyway.
Did she know he was with a man?
I know she know now because Charlamagne, Tasha K and Charlamagne, they put it all out there. So the man came on to Tasha K's show and confessed to it all.
I'm talking
about how he did it, how he stuck it, everything, baby.
But I'm saying, wait a minute, y'all. Shut up, Nate. Hi. Shut up. Don't talk about Queens. Don't talk about it. But I'm asking y'all. They're killing me. She killing me.
Well, do
you think she knew before it came out? That's what I'm talking about.
She knew. It was clear that they all were having threesomes anyway.
Yes, she said it.
And see, Kelvin got mad at Charlamagne because he thought Charlamagne was trying to hit on Wendy. No. On his mistress.
Yes.
On his mistress.
He got mad. Wait a minute. Charlamagne got mad because so-and-so, who was it? Was it Kelvin thought that he was mad? Yeah, he was never mad at Wendy, y'all. This is allegedly of her, but this was the cracker-upper. He felt sorry for Wendy. They was cool. He ain't got a problem with her. He got a problem with Mr. Hunter because Hunter thought that Charlamagne was trying to hook him up hit on somebody's wife or something.
No, hit on his mistress, the
Sharina girl. He was trying to hook her up with somebody.
I just told you what it was.
What was it?
I told you.
I don't think it was that.
It was.
But Charlamagne wasn't even trying to talk. He wasn't trying to talk to her though. He wasn't trying to push up on her though.
Nope.
He was honestly not trying to push up on her.
He probably was trying to creep with Wendy though. Charlamagne was.
Girl, stop. Ain't nothing wrong with a cougar. Ain't nothing wrong with
it. Cool.
I'm down with whatever Wendy down with. I want some of what Wendy got.
Okay, y'all.
Hey, what's in your cup?
What's in that cup?
What's in your cup?
Anyway, y'all.
But y'all
Moving on. Don't ask Nate nothing else.
Okay, girl.
Moving on. So anyway,
you get into the plot, the thickening.
I'm getting to Wendy divorced his ass. Wendy started getting sick on the show and falling out and all of that. All of a sudden, when she started hearing about her husband and this man, I called her man. And I forgot her name. I don't know why I can't get it. Sharita. We'll call her Sharita. When she found out about Sharita and Kelvin messing around, that's when she started falling out on the show, y'all, if y'all ever noticed. And all of a sudden, she just started getting sick every damn week. They talking about Wendy Williams sick. She's checking herself into a rehab and all of this, right? Okay. Then she files for divorce when she gets out of rehab, y'all. When she files for divorce, why is this piece of shit up here filing for put a lawsuit in and try to get child support? Child support. Their son is 18. He's older than 18. He's over 18. Why are you trying to get child support and alimony? So
and the judge threw the child support out.
Yeah, come on now. He's just thirsty and hungry. Mm-hmm. So anyway, Wendy, she's so gracious and so nice because she said, okay, I've been with this man for 20 years and he's claiming that he deserved half of everything that we got together. You know what I'm saying? He said that he's the creator of the Wendy Williams show. Well, if he's the creator, why can't he go out there and make that money back? Why?
He ain't got no talent.
Why can't he go to another TV station? Why can't he go to any radio station? Why he can't bounce back?
There's work out there for anybody that's got some kind of status about him, but it's not. His name means nothing. It's Wendy. It's Williams.
That's the thing, though. That's what women do, and they do it so good. They always make the man feel like they're the head in charge. They always do. And the whole time that man's sitting there with his chest poked out, not knowing that really that woman is the one who got it.
Ain't that right, baby?
She's the lead.
Point at me one more time.
She's really the lead. You ain't.
Point at me one more time.
That's what really going on, baby. He thought that he was the lead, but he really wasn't the lead. You know what I'm saying? Wendy was the lead. Wendy was the one that everybody was screaming out and wanting the autographs from, not Kelvin. When they go out there in the streets, you never hear them say Wendy Hunter. They say, "Oh, Wendy Williams," not Hunter.
That's because she's smart.
So anyway, she got her divorce from him. Like I said, she was getting sick on every show. Got her divorce, right? Mm-hmm. Fired his ass. He got fired that same day and got served a divorce paper.
Divorced and unemployed. Father spirit.
All in one day.
Yeah, what's so messed up about it is Wendy told him, "No, stay here because you have a baby on the way. Stay here. You don't need to go. You got to have a way to take care of your kid." Just to set him up for the big fall.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
What's the big fall?
Well, anyway, this fool so excited about getting money, you know what I'm saying? Even though he's off the Wendy Williams show, he's thinking that's all right. We're gonna still be taken care of, you know what I'm saying? Still spending, yes, to Sharita, still spending his money on Sharita, buying her nice lavish stuff, and all of a sudden he signed his contract with Wendy that says you're gonna pay me alimony, right? Uh-huh. So Wendy said, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you that money. I'm gonna take care of you because you my ex-husband, but I still love you, and I'm gonna take care of you because you're still family, right?" Never did pay attention. He was so happy to sign that paper, baby. He didn't look at the fine print, which none of us ever really read the fine print anyway, especially when we got an attorney sitting beside us. We thinking he got it. That's what I'm paying you for. You got it. That fine print got his ass though. What the fine print say, Tanya?
Honey, your ass, as long as Wendy is working, you good. But the second she stopped working, guess what? He ain't obligated and contractually obligated to give you $1, a coin, a drop, a nickel, piece of nothing. So while Wendy was sitting there planning all those fallouts,
y'all thought she was
sick.
I'm sick.
I can't work.
She just painting a picture for everybody out there. Mm-hmm. So y'all feel like I have a real reason why I left the show because I'm not feeling good. I'm sick. Bitch, she's the queen of the night.
I love Wendy.
Okay.
I love that daggum girl. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something fly to say. They always got something negative to say about that.
Taking all of
Wendy is smart.
Wendy's taking all of this. Wendy's taking all of that.
No, she did it on purpose, in my opinion.
She did it slowly. That was a slow kill. You know what I'm saying? That was a slow kill,
so
man.
When she stopped working.
When she stopped working in television, that's the key. She can go do podcasts, and he still doesn't get a dime. As long as she's not in television.
Mr. Bro.
But he's so belligerent, dumb, and ignorant to where if y'all watch some of the YouTube channels, not only did she do it to Kevin, but she did it to her first husband. She has not one, but 2 autobiographies explaining how she divorced both of her husbands. Go get them autobiography, women, because she's showing you how to get the motherfucker legally without breaking the bank. Go get them, because you can best believe I'm going to get my copy, bitch.
What you say? That's what I'm talking. I told y'all I love Wendy.
You know,
Wendy.
She was sitting back in Miami on the beach sipping, telling me I got that motherfucker.
Got his ass. Now he on every talk show, podcast, radio station. Anybody that ever listen, begging. I'm broke. I can't pay my rent.
The HOA fees.
Taking my car.
No, that fool said I can't pay my car insurance.
My car is
bad. He can't pay his car insurance.
But all those years that she was on the air, 11, 12, 13, 14 years, you didn't think to put back a little pocket change knowing you had a side piece?
Why you doing sandwiches? No, Nate. He too greedy. When you live in foul and scandalous and greedy life, you don't think twice about nothing. You just doing you, thinking that the milk cow gonna forever last.
The money ain't gonna never run out.
He really thought he had it made in the shade when had Wendy signed that agreement. He thought he was like, oh, it don't even matter, girl. I got you. I got you.
We finna live good.
Do y'all think that she was under some kind of, because I've read this. I don't think so. Like I said, I think she was a mastermind at all of this right here. But do y'all think that was some sort of, because we've talked about this before, abuse where she took care of him for all that long time, that period of time?
Yeah, it was. Of course it was.
It's a mental, emotional, and verbal abuse. Yes, it was.
Because you say to yourself, why would you keep doing that for somebody that's been portrayed to have done so many different things to you?
Well, you can't say that. We've been together for 20 years. And say that I started stepping out, are you gonna just instantly leave me?
I don't know.
I don't think you would.
I don't know.
Not that I got a big head in it, but I'm just saying.
Did you hear it all?
I'm just saying, no.
I don't think you.
I feel like I wouldn't leave her.
Narcissistic quote.
I don't know.
I just know you.
That's just something to think about. When you didn't invest 20 years with somebody, it's kind of hard to walk away.
Well, it is.
You know, you're gonna invest a lot of time trying to fix it instead of just throwing it away. So I think that's the reason why she got caught up. She got caught up behind the years that they've been together. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got a child. So, you throw all that stuff into the mix. But I just thought
y'all know Junior tried his hands now. Y'all know Junior and Daddy had a little squabble now.
Y'all know that? Love is some deep shit. You ain't lying, Miss Andrew. And that's exactly what pulls you.
That's the reason why you can't say what you won't do.
Nate,
love make you do that crazy
stuff. Nate, what you say? Oh, the son. You said him and the son, or who and the son?
The son and the daddy had a little squabble now. And my thoughts on that, even though I'm against his father, I hope the motherfucker right in hell. Me personally, I have a cold heart when it comes down to a nigga abusing a woman, especially a woman of that status that took care of you. So I could care less if he go left or right. But the son tried his daddy last year before last sometime, and the daddy ended up putting them hands on him. Now I say that to say this. I don't know what part of it, but it was the beginning of the divorce. And the son seen his mother breaking, like the mental status. He seen his mother breaking. And so as a young adult, he's like, bitch, I'm going to take you out. Now, I'm not saying that Kevin didn't take him down, because he did take him down. But I guarantee you now, that boy as a man, because I done tried to put my hands on you, I bet if he fuck with his mama now, he going to lay his daddy down. He going to lay his daddy down, because you done took everything she stood for and from, you done took it from her. You done took it from us. You robbed me of everything I grew up with. You know what I mean? That, like, it just doesn't make sense. You got this happy family over here to the left of you that you probed and prodded for 11 and 12 years. And now I got a little sister that I may never get close to, because you was less of a man to do it the right way. Now, Kevin Hunter did say he wanted to file for a divorce long before the baby came out in one video that I watched. But Wendy Williams told him no.
No, he didn't. He needed to. Yep. He needs to stop lying. He told a whole complete lie. I don't care. He can come back. Come on our show and tell that lie. You know, Dad gonna well, you ain't saying nothing to nobody about talking about wanting a divorce with your broke, hungry ass. You ain't asked for no divorce at all. You ain't got shit going for you. If that was the case, you should have went on and filed for the divorce and went on about your happy married ass way.
Yep. You and your woman should have got a job.
With her parlor massage, masseuses, and carrying on and veganism pancakes. Y'all should have went on and did what you were supposed to do. You know, if you wanted a divorce.
What you say, veganism? Not vegan, but veganism.
They should have been out on the corner like them Muslims selling them
vegan pies and stuff.
Do what you got to do.
You know, but that's why I say you a lie. You did not want no divorce. Please say that bullshit.
Talking about he needs some hip surgery. He's in pain every day.
Baby, you better go on to the.
Don't nobody feel sorry for you.
Pain Specialists of America, honey. Go on and go get your injections like the rest of the world, honey. I can't help you, baby. Wendy gone.
Well, y'all, that's Wendy's bullshit going on. What did y'all think about this news? I know y'all heard it.
Moving on,
girl. Because we can stay on that forever, because I got more to talk about that, but we ain't gonna talk about it because I got to get to this other stuff. But what do y'all think about that 6-year-old who shot the teacher at school
in Virginia. Now this, like, hey, we just got through talking about some little, like, that's drama. This right here is controversy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
There is so much divide going on with this particular topic right here. 6-year-old baby boy then shot a grown teacher in school. What is this, second grade? What grade are we in at this point?
First grade.
First grade baby that shot a teacher
in the chest. Now they got the babies packing heat.
Y'all,
what has the world came to?
What on the what to the what? Who? Why? What in the world is going on? Y'all, there's so much controversy on this one right here.
And the bad part about it is that when the baby got into the school with the gun, right? 4
different scenarios.
4 different people warned them that something isn't right.
You got
this little boy. We think he has a gun in his pocket. Another little kid, he went and told a teacher, I'm scared of whatever the little boy's name was. I'm scared. He has something in his pocket. Another warning.
The baby then got threatened. Okay, you got a whole teacher that then came to the superintendent and said, hey, I have the suspicion that this little boy is packing. He packing some heat. Gun. Why doesn't gun and school automatically set off? I'm talking about fireworks. If nothing else, you're not going to get in any kind of trouble for checking a gun in a school situation out, even if you're wrong. Like, what? At least you did the right thing by going to verify it, and all else. It was great. False alarm, right?
No. How about the little kid? How about this same little boy said that he wanted to set one of the teachers on fire?
So this same little boy,
he was in the wrong class. He needed to be in the special needs class.
This same little boy got past history. So then you hear somebody, a fully grown person, say, hey, I got a suspicion with the same boy who got past history of trying to set somebody on fire, got a gun. Why they didn't go check that out? Why, when the little baby come up talking about teacher, the boy done threatened to kill me because he got a gun. He said he gonna shoot me if I tell it on him. But nobody check it out. No, wait a minute, one more, y'all. The last one where they came and they had a suspicion the superintendent gonna come back talking about it's almost the end of the day. Don't worry about it. School almost out.
No, he didn't.
He did.
The part that messed me up, or as my little gay friend say that I watch a lot of times, the part that behooves me is that the principal turned and said, the superintendent, principal, assistant principal, or whatever, turned and said, well, his pockets is not that deep. He's too small, so he can't be carrying a gun.
The pockets are too small.
He could never.
Yeah, that is what struck me as, bitch, you've lost your mind. That literally, in my mind, I was like, he's lost his fucking mind as an adult. The second part that fucked my head up was the parents of this child was going to school with this child daily, but for whatever reason, this particular day, they could not go to school with him. So if you can't come to the school with your kid, then bitch, that means your kid don't come to school.
My point is, even if the parents couldn't come to school, at least somebody else should have been sitting with him. But on top of the fact that this baby got it is said that he has some kind of mental disorder or disability or something like that. The baby got special needs, so he should have special needs attached to him. Nurses go to school with children all the time for special need situations going on. Why on earth? So I think it's a fairly understood thing to say that the school has negligence here, right? Y'all all agree that the school should be held accountable to some degree.
I think it's some degree,
right?
Shit, okay, they're number one,
right? So, do you think at this point now that the parents should be, because or I believe the person who got shot, the teacher that got shot, is trying to sue. Is it the child? Or the child's family?
She's suing the school.
Who is she suing?
She's suing the school. Yeah.
Do you think the school for the simple fact she's suing the school because for the simple fact she did herself alert the principal, the assistant principal, she herself. It ain't like she sent somebody to the squad room. She told them verbally herself. So therefore, my health was in danger. And not only I award her, and I hope they pay her millions. I hope they bankrupt the goddamn school, me personally.
She gonna own the school.
Not only did she get shot, but she was brave enough to still get the other little children out of the class
with a bullet in her chest,
still with a bullet in her chest. So I think they owe her for life. And I think that principal or whoever she spoke to, I don't know if he can get any type of prison time, but with all the gun violence that went on over the years, I think he needs to be fined. I think he needs to be held accountable because
I didn't mean to cut you off, Nate, but he's definitely going to get burnt. Like if nobody else in the school situation gets in trouble, he's going to definitely take the fall for the majority of it. Like they're going to throw him so far up underneath the bus. I swear to God, he's going to be part of the pavement. It's going to be real bad. He is. But
and then they said that the school was up under new new management.
It should be.
It should be.
Okay. Yeah. Let me read this comment that somebody had made, I guess, to one of the newscasts, or you know how they put it on the news and people were commenting on it. They were like, sorry about that. Okay, this needed to happen. Basically, the woman suing the school, right? This needed to happen. The lax attitude of the school administration comes from the top. There have been other instances that have happened in that district involving other campuses. If this 6-year-old child had such problems that a parent had to be with him all day, any report about him should have been immediately investigated. Also, if this behavior was such, if his behavior was such, having a gun in the home was unthinkable. The disadmissible. Oh my God, I'm tired. Okay. Read this, Judy. The dismissal of the superintendent should be just the start of the firings in this school district. The safety of the students and staff have to come first, and no learning can take place when the teachers and students are afraid. I think that this definitely is going to set an example, because usually stuff is swept under the rug. People try to blow this off and make it not a big deal. And the fact that this particular school did such, like this person said, lackadaisical attitude towards the situation, a gun in a school, and just because he's a baby, he's 6 years old, that this couldn't possibly even be happening. At what point? We have, I don't know how many school shootings just from January of this year alone. It's retarded. It's just ridiculous. One thing that I wanted to bring about, I'm sorry, I just went all over the place, but I was thinking about it. There are a such thing that they're starting to go to Congress with called red flag laws or something like that. Mm-hmm. Do you know Texas is not on board with it? I think after the Uvalde shootings, though, they're starting to say that maybe they're going to start having that. But a lot of people are saying we shouldn't be held to be interrogated, or they feel it's a debate about it. Greg Abbott is actually in support of having it, but there's a lot of people in Congress don't want it. I'm surprised he's for it. Usually he's against so much. I don't like the man, but I was surprised that Texas doesn't have something in place, period. What'd she say? Not to change the story.
But what's up with the 5th black officer that beat that 29-year-old in Memphis, Tennessee? Black on black is crazy to me.
Oh my God, I don't know nothing about that one. Where did it say Memphis, Tennessee?
Oh, baby, I'm caught up on that one too. I
need to get caught up on that one. Okay. What's this one about?
Okay. Let me say this, because I'm gonna make my screen big, because I want y'all to see my big ass forehead when I say this.
There you go. Go make it big.
Let me say this. I'm going to this. Okay, this has, as we say, this is my personal opinion. Has nothing to do with straight talk, but my personal opinion. It was 4 or 5 black officers that beat a man for a traffic stop. Look it up. The man died 3 days later after being beaten by black officers.
He died.
3 days later, he died. Now, with that being said, out of all the crimes we've seen across the board, from white people, from Mexicans, from whoever, I can't breathe, mama save me, all those shootings and beatings and marching and vandalizing of your state, your country, your city, these black officers, I hope God forgive me because we are not supposed to pass judgment, but I hope all them motherfuckers burn in hell for the simple fact y'all push black people back. You know what I mean? You took your power, you took the authority and just took this man's life for a simple stop. For a simple stop.
I mean, guys, are we talking about 5 of us?
Black. Do you see this black? Do you see black on black crime?
They beat him because I was mad.
Baby, let me tell you, God, my brother did 23 years in prison for accessory. He didn't kill the boy, but he was there. If they can get that nigga 23 years for just being there, them motherfuckers need the needles. Like they need to be on heroin. They need to be on something. They just, because I don't understand that.
I don't understand that because it's like this. You know what I'm saying?
Kicked him and beat him to death.
This is the part I don't get.
A young man.
I don't get it.
Not some old drunk man, not somebody repeatedly out there selling dope. Not that any of that counts because we are not judge and jury. Not that any of that counts. This boy was 20-something years old. And then y'all want to go talk to the parents and say, let's talk to the community so that they don't riot. The same shit they give you when a white motherfucker do it. But the only thing that their lawyer said, because their lawyer ain't finna save them, I'm going to tell you that right now. The only thing that their lawyer said is that they're innocent until proven guilty. That's the only thing I seen. Unlike all these white people out there, y'all black asses finna fry. Don't hold at the straight talk. Go on and DM me at Cynthia Renee Nelson. Okay, go on and DM me because I'm ready for your ass.
But this is the part that's disgusting. We sit around and we holla, hoop, whoop,
for a traffic stop,
protest, go to Congress, go vote. Your voice needs to be heard. If you don't make a change is never going to happen. All of this, all before the white people crucify the white folks for doing all these certain things to us, right? Yep. We go through all these measures.
But we the first to do it to each other.
But then you got this right here. You're taking our power away from us. It's like
y'all go look up the story and y'all look at these men
that everybody else is talking about. You're feeding into it. You're giving the ones, the enemy, the evil. You're giving them the go ahead, the green light to just shoo us away. You're taking our voice away from us. Our words mean nothing when we ourselves do just what they do to us. That is outrageous. Somebody needs to help me understand why somebody who has a higher platform, we're in on the same level as the folk that's doing the dirt to us, right? We are cops. We have taken the oath. We have the same rights to do the same. We have that, right? We got that. We're in. Why are you not showing those self-same, how Judy, you say to other cultures that it's our responsibilities to teach other cultures about who we are? Yes. Why are we, when we get in, not showing those white people or those other people who have problems with black people and rage and stuff like that? Why are we not on that level to show them what it's supposed to be, how you're supposed to act? You know what I'm saying? You do this type of stuff right here. Who paid you off? Did somebody pay you off? Did you get money for that shit?
Ain't nobody paid you off. It's just abuse of authority. You know what I'm saying? When you so used to being on the bottom all the time, and then you get that fucking power, you abuse that power because you don't know how to handle that power now.
What? So basically being poor and eating cornbread and beans out the can and in the dark and shit, and then you win the lottery and then you don't know how to use it, so then you broke. You get on drugs and you die. Is that the type of abuse?
I got authority now and I'm going to use it.
When y'all look up that article, I'm telling you, Judy and Tanya, when y'all look it up, y'all are going to be disgusted. When y'all look at those black men, those black officers, I'm not talking about the young man that's deceased. I pray for his family. I pray for his father, his mother, any siblings that he may or may not have, especially if he even had children. But once you look at those black officers that did this to this young black man, baby, I was so enraged. Tanya, I couldn't even breathe. I was pissed
right
off.
now. I got some kind of type of way inside me right now. I'm really angry at that.
I can't.
You know what I'm saying? But this isn't the first time. As if, you know what I'm saying, we hear about this stupid shit all the time. But to hear something that I can't stand
black
it.
on black crime.
I'm tired of it. You know, people always sit around and talk about why black folks can't come up and all this other bullshit.
We ain't gonna never come up because we don't know how to unite.
We don't value even ourselves.
There you go.
We have no value in us, who we are, our own culture, our own pride. What does this represent to you when you see another black woman or black man's face? You know what I'm saying? That should give you a sense of pride and unity. You know, I look at this like, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm on one. I'm on something like that. I'm black, but I had never felt growing up like I was accepted in black community because it's of how I talk, how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? I strived and wanted so much to be a part of black culture. It was stripped from me. My parents didn't want me to come home and have not a soulful tone to my voice. It better sound Caucasian straight. I better sound like the next white. Close your eyes. I better sound like the next white person. I better sound like everybody else in the room. You understand what I'm saying? I couldn't come home and be black. I couldn't interact and dive into my culture, my soulfulness. So in growing up and finding myself and being a part of Judy's beautiful family and everybody else you know what I'm saying? Being involved in that, I love being black. And I don't understand why another black person can look at another black person and not see that same beauty and not want to take from them. That's bullshit. I don't like that. And now a cop, 5 of them, y'all jumped and gang jumped one singular black man. What the hell is wrong with you?
On the back of Black History Month coming up, what is there to celebrate? What is there to celebrate? What is there to celebrate? I mean, everything Dr. Martin Luther King, everything Rosa Parks, everything that those people fought for, you pushing yourself back. You letting people know that you're not worthy of. You're not worthy.
It seems like the only time we give recognition and want to unite is during Black History Month. What about all the other days of the fucking year? Girl,
that's right.
I'm gonna stop because Tiny got me riled.
I just feel a type of way.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sick. I got a lump in my throat. I'm sick.
These are officers that took the life of this young man.
Baby, I want y'all to see these men. I don't wish for the show to be over, but when this show is over, I want y'all to find that video. Because when I tell you I was walking around, I was so goddamn mad I could have shot them motherfuckers myself with their uniform on, because you disgrace your uniform. What do you teach your child when your child is in harm's way or a family member is in harm's way? You dial 911. They are there to protect and serve. They take an oath, just like y'all took an oath as people that work in the medical field. You take an oath to protect and serve, not become judge and jury and take somebody out. And this is not to all the cops, because all cops, black, white, Vietnamese, Hispanic, whatever, they're not all racist. But it's a handful of you motherfuckers. I could line y'all up.
A handful? No, let's flip that around. It's a handful that are good.
Yeah.
It's more bad than it is good.
I got disillusioned to that back in, when was that? I can't remember. It's been some years ago, but I had also that false sense of security, knowing that if I was
safe because it's an officer here. If I need help, I'm going to call 911. She had a rude awakening when she seen that one of the officers flipped the script on her ass.
Just like that. Blink.
Just so quick and said, I'm going to charge you for aggravated assault. Why?
On a police officer.
Just because I'm bending down to pick up something?
Last time I checked, that wasn't against the law, but since you gotta stick up your ass, and all of a sudden now, hey, you ain't getting what you want. Now you're gonna threaten me with that.
That's abuse of authority and power.
That was crazy. That was crazy. So Nate, God, y'all, it's crazy. I don't even want to see it. I just saw this morning on the news. And I'm sorry, I know that this is not the path that we were taking in talking about this, but just that it's something that's on our minds. You know, we're
Andrea, you just started some mess.
That's all right, girl. Put it out.
Andrea,
this is straight talk, no bullshit. But there was just a cop on TV, and I don't know if this was in Dallas or not. I want to say it was. But the guy he had stopped a young dude for whatever reason, and they ended up on a foot chase. Well, he was chasing them down the street, and someone's Ring camera caught the chase going down the street. the cop tased the dude because I guess he was getting the best of him, finna get away from him. So he tased the young dude, and the dude fell to the ground. He's down on the ground. He's no longer reaching for nothing. He's shaking. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, the cop took 2 steps backwards, turned back around, and shot him twice.
Damn.
And you see that on the camera. You just see it is plain, and it's like the boy is on the floor. He didn't reach for a gun. There's nothing threatening. He's down on the ground. You have already disarmed the brother. You get what I'm saying?
I don't understand.
What did you shoot him for?
Where they feel like we're not human. You know what I'm saying? Or they forget that they got a family at home. What if it was your son
or daughter or anybody?
I
don't understand that.
How do you get desensitized and you don't understand it? That's a fucking human that you're dealing with.
We bleed the same. I think somebody was on a talk show talking about the differences between the next human being, whether it doesn't matter the race, all of that other stuff. The differences between the next human being sitting next to you is a micro tenth of a molecule. That's the only thing that makes us different. We're all human. We all bleed. We all of this. But the only thing that makes our personalities or who we are is different is a tenth of a splattering of a molecule.
You hear the nerd talking.
But I'm just saying to you, why are we seen as such different as if I'm talking about a boulder and a piece of apricot? A rock and an apricot. That's as plain and different as day and night. You get what I'm saying? And that's how we're looked at. That differently. Not that we're the same, but we're that different.
All right, y'all. I hate to cut y'all short, but I got to get on to these taxes because I promised these taxes.
How we going from drama?
We going from drama to taxes, y'all.
Because crazy.
I promise.
Controversy.
I just want to share it. And y'all, like I'm saying, I'm going to tell y'all now.
Wait, I guess that'll give me a time to decompress.
Yes, honey, because you need to calm down. You're over here sweating and carrying on.
Bitch, that done got me hurt.
Okay, y'all.
It's in my throat.
I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax advisor. The only thing I'm going to do is share a story with y'all of how I saved on my taxes, okay? That's it. But before we get to that, I want to pose a question to everybody. Everybody in the comments and Nay, Tanya. What's the best tax return that you ever got?
You mean a dollar amount?
Whatever you want to say. What's the best tax return you ever got?
Well,
the last one I received.
I put it different. What would be the best tax return you could ever get?
The last one I received in 2008.
Huh?
The last one I received in 2008.
Okay.
If I get over 10,000, I'm good.
Over 10,000? Anybody in the comments, what's the best tax return that you could ever get? I'm just giving them a little bit of time.
You?
Andrea, tell her. Oh, she said that big 10K. 10K up in this mug. Okay, y'all. Y'all want to know what my answer is for that question? And again, y'all, I'm only sharing my story with everybody. I'm not giving any tax advice, okay? I'm just telling you what I do and what I have been doing for many years.
So basically, don't come.
I know a lot of people look at me and they say, Judy be everywhere. She be doing too much. But best believe everything that I do, it has purpose in it. It's not that I'm just doing shit. I'm doing shit for a reason. All right. The best tax return that I've ever got was 0. Y'all looking at me like I'm crazy, right? 0. I don't need any money back because you know why? I get my money throughout the year. Whenever I do my paperwork, when I'm getting a job or whatever, I put don't take no money out. None.
Nice.
Because
you see my face, bitch.
I know y'all think that this sounds crazy.
She said 0.
0.
Andrew. She said 0. Girl.
0 is the best tax return that you could ever get. Think about this, y'all. What y'all essentially doing, y'all are giving the IRS a loan, interest-free, 0. All that, y'all, I know a lot of people, they wait till the end of the year. They excited for that tax return.
Because it feels good.
When February, March come, I'm finna wear that mailbox out looking for that motherfucking check.
Girl.
You know what I'm saying? But no.
Like,
why not? That ain't nothing but an interest-free loan that you are giving to the IRS. 0. They're paying you 0 interest %. Would you give anybody else a loan and tell them that I'm gonna give you this money and you ain't got to pay me no interest back on it? Just pay me back what I gave you. and you let them hold that money for a whole year. Would you do it? Nay, would you do it?
No, ma'am.
You don't want some interest on that money, right? So that's the reason why every year, and Tanya used to always get on to me, you need to do your W-2s right. You need to fill it out right. No, I am filling it out right. You just mind your business and do yours your way. So every year I tell them at my job, don't take out nothing from my check. I want all my money.
I'm too scary to do that.
Right?
I'm sorry.
And y'all, this is how I do it, right? I tell them don't take out no money. But this is the clause, right? Mm-hmm. This is the clause right here. Mm-hmm. You have to have a side job, a business, right?
AKA business.
Business.
Like a legitimate business.
Any business. You can drive Lyft.
Okay, so
you can put your car. If you don't want to fool with people, you can start a business with Turo. Put your car on there, y'all.
I'm just saying, does it need to be a legitimate, actual on file, paper business by a LLC?
It's gonna be legit. It's gonna no. You don't have to file an LLC because if you drive for Lyft, you're considered a self-contractor anyway. Right? So you're going to do your own taxes. They're not sending you no W-2s, right?
No.
Okay, so remember when I worked Lyft, right? Mm-hmm. When I worked Lyft, y'all, I started out in a damn Durango, a big truck. Wasn't making that much money, and I drove every once in a while, but I still was working my main job, my W-2 job, right? At the hospital. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take this car and I'm going to work for Lyft. Mm-hmm. So I did that for a little bit, but I wasn't making any money driving that big truck. So I went and I bought me another small car. So now that car is a liability, right? Because I'm paying every month, I'm paying a car payment on it, right? Mm-hmm. I'm paying insurance on it, right? So I started driving that car and I started doing Lyft. Well, what I did, I took that liability, I turned it into an asset by turning it into a business. By driving it for Lyft. So now, since it's a lot, are you following me?
Yeah,
do I need to put it in hood terms, Nay? Do I need to put it in?
I'm right there with you.
Okay, so now, since I'm driving for Lyft, I'm a self-contractor. That's my business. Mm-hmm. So now, I get deductions that everybody else who's a W-2 worker don't get. So now that I got these extra deductions, because when you turn that car, that liability that you had because you paying money on it every month into an asset and turn that asset into a business, now you got it? You following me? So now you created a way to where you can take deductions, right?
And that's where the
money comes from. Because Code Section 162A says, allows a deduction for all the ordinary and necessary expenses paid or incurred during the taxable year in carrying on any trade or business. So I'm going to let y'all read that, right? Mm-hmm. So what it's saying, any money that you spent on this car while it's in business, any money that you spent, you had to get tires for that car because you're doing a business with that car. You had to put gas in that car because you're doing a business.
Tune-ups.
You had to do mechanical work because you're doing a business. Number one, detailing that car. Mm-hmm. And you know, I detail my car every fucking day. I clean that car washes and detailing, right? Mm-hmm. So you have all of that. So now you qualify for these deductions. Mm-hmm. So now, say I made driving Lyft, I made about $7,000 for the year. I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to make me $7,000 for the year driving Lyft, right?
Yep.
But with my regular W-2 job, I done made $80,000 for the year. Got it? Mm-hmm. $80,000. Now, remember what I just showed you in Code Section 162A. That any expenses now I can deduct from my income. Well, not just the income of the business, but from my W-2 income. So say I made $80,000, right? Mm-hmm. So now with all those expenses, say it came to $10,000. So now I made only $70,000 for the year because you take away those expenses. Well, also I believe it's 179. It's a 179 deduction that you can take. It's called depreciation. Since you're putting mileage on that car, the government says, well, in about 5 years, it'll be depreciated. So now you're going to get a depreciation deduction. And the depreciation deduction that I got was $18,000. So now we're looking at $30,000.
So you knocking
$30,000 from that $80,000.
And knocking
so now all I got to do is pay taxes in on $50,000. Right?
Keep knocking it on down.
Okay. And like I said, we have parking, we have tolls, we have all these other deductions that you can now take and knock that income down. And once you knock that income down, pretty much you ain't paying nothing, because on paper, it's going to show that your business really didn't make $80,000. It really made $50,000. And now, and if you keep going, because there's many other deductions. And you know what I did this one year? And I'm not telling anybody to do it, but I reconsolidated my school loans. And when I reconsolidated my school loans, that interest that you pay for the year, now the lender is the one who actually paid off my loans because I reconsolidated, right?
Right.
So now those old loans are paid off. So you know how much interest I got on those loans that I paid for the year?
How many?
$16,000 worth of interest.
Oh, no.
So that $16,000 now comes off my W-2 income, which now leaves me with what? Almost $32,000 that I only got to pay taxes in on.
Right on.
So before you know it, I was at zero and I was getting a refund back. So I'm just telling you, make sure that y'all take advantage of your deductions. And also, don't be scared to start a business on the side. You don't have to do it every day. You know what I'm saying? Just have something that you can file taxes on. You know what I'm saying? So you can get those extra deductions that a W-2 worker doesn't get. Right?
I know that's right.
You want to pay less tax? Change the facts. You got it? So that means that, hey, you're a W-2 worker? Work a little job on the side. Start up a side hustle on the side. If you don't want to deal with people every day, DoorDash, or put your old car on Turo. That way you can get yourself in that other tax bracket to where you get those deductions to take off your W-2 income. And then throughout the year, you can get all the money that you want to get and deduct it at the end of the year. Because on paper, it's going to show that side business that you had really didn't make no money. Amen. And then you get deductions from it. And I've been doing that forever.
I was gonna say, can you do that?
I've been doing it forever. Every year, I never pay any taxes.
Oh, amen.
Thank you. Knock on this wood. Jesus, knock on the wood. You know what I'm saying? So I get my money during the year. You know what I'm saying? I want you to pay me all my money during the year because I might want to invest that money back into something. I might want to start my own business. I might want to do something else with the money. I don't want to wait to the end of the year waiting on you to give me back money that I loan to you interest free. So again, turn your liabilities into a business, to an asset, and then to a business. And then you will have a lot of deductions. Like I said, the 179 deduction, depreciation deduction, the 106A
you're gonna have to post that because
you get all these deductions, and a lot of people don't even know it. They just leaving money on the table. And like I said, you don't have to like Tanya asked, do you have to start a business? You know what I'm saying? Get a business name and make it an LLC or S Corp. No, you don't have to do that. You can just have a car sitting around or start up a t-shirt business or whatever type of business. Something that qualifies you to get those deductions that are allowed to you. Again, Code Section 162 says allows a deduction for all the ordinary and necessary expenses that you incur while you're running that business. You can deduct and lower your income, your taxes.
Oh, amen.
And that's it, y'all. I made it short.
I want to touch on something, Judy, before we end, because it came in a text message to my phone. And I said I wasn't going to say anything about it, but it's been eating up at my heart. men and women, young adults with babies and children or whatever in high school, hey man, get involved. Get involved with your children. Know what your kids are doing, even as young adults. Get involved with your children. Stay in their business. Keep your nose so far up their ass you can tell them if they shit green. I say that because, and I'm not going to say any names because it's not for me to say, but I say that because it was a coach at one of my kids' school. He went to jail about 3 or 4 years ago because he had inappropriate reactions with young girls at school. Now, I'm saying all this to say he went to jail, da 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 da. But he went to his hometown where he was on probation, parole, or whatever, whatever. And in his hometown, he got hired on at a school, y'all. And I'm trying to hold back tears because those kids that he was acting inappropriate with, they could have been my children. I have two girls that graduated from the same school, the same automata, walked the same hallway, and they saw this man every day, 5 days a week, for however many goddamn days school go on. I was one of those parents that was very involved with my children, so I seen this man 5 days a week. I said all that to say that he's got another case against him in his hometown. And the only reason I'm not saying anything is because, yes, we do know him personally, but it's an ongoing investigation. He's not some scrubby old man. He's not some busty old dude. This is a nice, handsome looking dude that you would walk up and down the hallway and be like, my child is okay being around this person. But in reality, this man is not okay. Now, all that shit about motherfuckers be sick in the head and blase, 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 I believe in all that too. But if you fuck with one of mine, you ain't gonna be sick. You're gonna be dead. You're gonna be dead because those children and those parents send their children to school thinking that their children are safe. And he has a daughter of his own. He has a son of his own. So just like we was talking about the young boy taking the gun to school, adults are fucked up too. You understand me? Just because your child always getting in trouble at school, their motherfucking teachers, principals, counselors, nurses, and all them motherfuckers, they lie too. So stay in your kids' business. Know what your kids will do. Know what your kids won't do. Don't be that parent to say, not my kid, because I don't put nothing across no motherfucking kid. Trust and believe I don't, because I got 3 that I raised, and I beat they motherfucking ass like Joe Jackson, and I'm still broke. But with that being said, I seen this man. He was my son's coach. You understand me? He was my daughter's track coach. He saw my kids. And to see this story come back across my phone yet again 3, 4, 5 years later, that's fucked up. And it's just like the little boy with the gun. It's something broken about the school system that you hoes ain't protecting our kids. So when the school don't protect your kids, which is what they're supposed to do when you at work making that money to take care of your family, you are entrusting that school to make sure your child is at that school for that education. It's something broke in the system. If I'm wrong, somebody please tell me I'm wrong. But I'm like that white woman when that man ran up in there with that gun while the police was sitting out there scared to go in. That white woman went in and got her motherfucking kids. I'm that mom.
That'll be me. That'll be me. I'm coming in.
Out together, bitch. I'm going out with mine. I'm telling you. I'm and all mine know I'm ignorant. I'm going out with mine. My heart goes out to his children. My heart goes out to the women of his children because it's not just affecting him, it's affecting the women that he have children by. It's affecting the children. So he don't give a fuck about his own family, because if he did and God done gave you a second chance, his dumb ass wouldn't have got caught up again. So I'm saying all that to say, man, y'all better watch your kids. All that, my baby okay. You don't know if that baby okay. You don't know
really
that.
You know, the way that, like we said, you know, just the school systems, if we can have security the way it is at the airports, we could stop terrorism and all that other kind of stuff from happening, or at least try to anyway. It should be that same top priority of security for our young children who are going to school and, stepping outside of our house. Now, I wanted to say one thing before we close this out, because we have gone over. I've noticed on some of our lives that there are comments that we're not able to see here. So thank y'all all for watching. And we got to figure it out so we can be able to see and address everybody that is watching. I was scrolling down and seeing several other comments from different people, and they're not here. So I just wanted to say, hey, I seen it. We seen it. Thank y'all for supporting and watching, and we'll figure out how to get y'all's comments and stuff up. Anyway, that's
all right, y'all. Woo, this has been a show, and I'm sorry that I had to run in everything so quick about those taxes. Hopefully, everybody understood. If not, just send me a message and I'll answer it.
Look here, I don't know about y'all, but I'm tax challenged.
You didn't get that.
I'm tax ignorant. Should I say, or something like I didn't really, a lot of this stuff. You sitting there talking to me.
I'm finna put it hood.
Maybe I'm tired.
Let me put it hood.
Let
me put it hood. Work a W-2 job. Make all the goddamn money that you want to make. Am I doing it hood enough for you? Make all the fucking money you want to make. Tell them don't take no goddamn taxes out of my motherfucking check. Exactly. I want all my money now. Okay? So
it's my money and I need it now.
On that W-4, when they say how much money you want us to take out, nothing. Zero. I don't want you to take nothing. Then get you a side job, a side hustle like Lyft, DoorDash, anything that you can say I'm a self-contractor. You don't have to
bean pies on the street.
Whatever you do that you can claim that you are a self-contractor or you are self-employed. Okay, you with me?
I clean my mama's house.
Anything, okay? Mm-hmm. And then deduct all the expenses that you use for that job.
Make up enough income.
You don't have to make a lot of income. Remember, you're not worried about how much money you make for the year. You're not worried about how much money. You're worried about the savings that you're going to make at the end of the year, okay? So say you just make $6,000 for that year, right? You make $6,000 for that year, all right? You're going to do your taxes, and then you calculate up all your expenses that come along with it. Like I said, I was a Lyft driver, so I had tires, I had parking, I had toll, I had details, I had partial deduction for insurance. I had a depreciation deduction, which was $18,000. Use all of those deductions, and then guess what? You took a loss in your business, so since you took a loss, you can take that off your W-2 income. Is that good for you?
Oh, God.
So when you take it away from your W-2 income, guess what? You won't owe no taxes. So you got your money all throughout the year. You're not expecting. So the best return ever is a $0 return instead of everybody sitting around waiting on tax season. I never wait on tax season. I don't give a damn because I got my money throughout the damn year. I like my money up front. I don't like loaning nobody none of my money and saying, here, just take my money and hold on to it, interest free for the whole year. Then at the end of the year, I'm excited to get a tax return. No, I'm not. I'm excited that I don't owe y'all ass and I got about $200,000 for the year. I'm excited. And I don't owe your ass shit. You can't touch my $200,000 that I made. All right, y'all. This has been Straight Talk, y'all. Make sure that y'all come back next week. We love all of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And like I said, if you have any questions about anything, we're not tax advisors, we're not CPAs. I'm just sharing my story with you guys. We love all of y'all. Y'all have a good night. Anything you want to say? Anything that you want to say?
That's it.
We out, y'all.